Hey everybody, welcome back to Nicsminibikes. If you haven't yet, hit that link down in the description. Go check out our merchandise. We got hats, shirts, hoodies, all kinds of cool stuff there. Today we're going to button up this 224 build. We'll get the head put on and get it all put back together, and we'll get it back in the bike. So come along for the ride and let's get this knocked out. We got that piston at top dead center. We're going to figure our quench area now. It feels like a zero almost. We'll see. And yeah, it's about 3 thou in the hole. I have 3 10 thou head gaskets. That'll give us our quench area that we're looking for. Get our dowels put on there. Set those in place. So I didn't do anything to this head but clean the surface off. We'll get it on there and get some head bolts started. These head bolts also go to 17 foot-pounds. So our new flywheel from Racer's Pro Quip came with springs, so we're going to put those in. I should have done this while the head was off, but I didn't even think about it. So we'll do it with it on. I'm going to take the spark plug out first, take the piston down away, and I'm just going to feed a bunch of this rope in there. How much? Whatever, you know, just want a bunch in there. I think I'm going to call that good. Now I'll bring that piston back up to top dead center as far as it'll go. Now I can push on these and remove them. My valves don't fall. Put our new spring in. Hopefully I can smash these down. They're 26-pound springs. Got it. So this is your old one. This is your new one. Bit of difference. We'll do the same on the exhaust side. There we go. Our 26-pound valve springs are put in. We'll bring that piston down a little bit, and we'll just pull all this out of here. How much did I use? Quite a bit. It's a good 4 feet maybe. Was anybody sitting there saying, do the back fan shroud? I almost forgot. So we'll get that on. Now we're ready to get this key out of here. We'll set that aside. So we're going to put a little bit of valve grinding compound on here. Doesn't take much. Take our new Racer Pro Quip flywheel and we're going to lap it in. Then when we're done, we'll clean out the flywheel. You can see in there, you can see like the color change right there. That's a good lap. It's all the way around and it looks even. Then we got to clean off the crankshaft. We'll just kind of try to shoot it away from the block. We got it sprayed off and we'll just wipe it off. So you can really see the color change on the crankshaft there, right here. Got a good lap all the way around. That just makes that flywheel seat good when you torque it down. So we get our key put back in and we'll slide that flywheel back on. Our starter cup. Our new nut that came from Racer Pro Quip. Get that new nut started. I have this tool that I made. Just locks that crank in place so we can get a torque on those. Then I'm going to move to the ground and I'm going to torque that to 60 foot-pounds. Got that flywheel on, torqued to 60 foot-pounds. Now we're ready to start working on these valves. So to do that, we're going to back off our going to dump just a little bit of oil on these new springs. By a little, I mean all kinds. Get our lash cap put on the exhaust. Dunk both ends into oil. We'll get these down in there. You just want to make sure that they go into those lifters. Back our adjusters way off here. Makes it easier to get them in spot. And I'm just pivoting it over. Make sure I got that push rod, and I'm tightening the big one on the bottom just to snug. Now I'm just going to kind of watch the valves move here. There's our exhaust, our intake, the bump. The pistons at top dead center right there. Back those off a little bit. And I'm going to set both of them to 3 thou. There's 3 thou on the intake. 3 thou on the exhaust. Just gonna go through the motions a couple times here, spinning the motor. Top dead center again. Now we'll just double check. That feels all right. That's a little tight, and that's all right. So we're good there. Just gonna wipe that off, and Ben wants to help by doing something, so we'll let him put the valve cover on.
Wait, like this?
Yep. So he's just gonna go around and he's gonna start these bolts by hand. Now he's just gonna snug them down until you feel a little pressure.
A little pressure.
Yep.
That?
A little more. A little bit right there.
Like that?
A little more. Good.
I know that could come out.
Yeah. Hold this so you're not twisting it all funky. A little more. A little more. That's good. Now I'll just stick this back in. Ah!
We're all done.
Almost.
Now what?
Now we're ready for the coil. Now we're ready to put our coil on. We'll just get the bolts started.
What about this wire? What are we going to do about this?
We'll get there. Now Ben's gonna tighten those down. He's just gonna snug them. You don't need to tighten them, just snug them, okay?
Snug them?
You don't need to snug them. Just go right till they bottom out, and then
Bottom out, like hit this.
yep.
Like that?
More. Right there.
So hard not to block the camera.
I know.
You should start a TikTok.
I want to do TikTok.
What is that?
Feeler gaugers.
What are those for?
Setting air gap. We're gonna set our coil gap to 30 thousandths.
Dang. Is it supposed to be bending like that?
Yeah, it has to go in there, you know. So I'm gonna push this down, and Ben's gonna tighten up those 2 bolts.
Keep grabbing the wrong one. That way?
Yep. I don't know. You have to try it and see. Yep.
That much?
A little bit more. Good. Nice though. Good. Not good. Loosen them up.
Gotta take it out?
Yeah, just loosen them back off. More. A little more.
A little more.
Yeah. This one?
Why is that little truck so loud?
I don't know. Yeah. No, switch your ratchet the other way.
Switching.
Go.
That?
A little more.
Yeah. I know.
Good. The other one?
That much?
A little more. Good. There we go. Watch out.
If you didn't have blocked with your hand, it would have shot out.
Could have. Now we're ready to get our fan shroud back on there.
That's what it's called.
Yep.
I didn't know it was called that. I thought it was called a screw.
We'll have Ben start these screws for us. Got one on the top right here.
Right here?
Yep. I got one right here. Then we got our fan piece over here. We'll go behind the fan shroud right here.
What is this for?
In case there's darkness. So just slide back there, and then Ben will start that screw.
How tight?
And he's got one screw for right here. Snug everything up. His cover was broken here, so we're going to skip that bolt. And then Ben's going to go ahead and tighten up all four of those.
City. That
A
much?
little more. Good.
Second?
Yep. Good. And while I got Ben out here wanting to help, we're going to go ahead and do that bowl gasket. So he's going to take these 4 screws out from the bottom here after I loosen them for him.
All the way out?
All the way out.
This way? Smells like gas.
It's because it's a carburetor. So Ben's going to take this gasket out. It actually looks really good in there, but let's replace it. So Ben's going to pull that black gasket out of there.
Doesn't matter if it breaks?
Yes. I can save it and use it again because it looks good to me.
I'm going to put it on my phone, okay?
Okay. And here's a new one.
Dude. Like this?
Yep, it'll only fit one way. Flip it over. There you go.
Man. That's good, right?
Yep. Yep, perfect. It
My
sits
arm
right in
hurts.
there perfect. Now we're ready to just put this back on and put the screws back in. You want to just hold that and I'll do the screws?
It's your turn to do them.
It's got a new uni filter. He's going to open that up and get it put on that carburetor for us. Yep.
That's all right. That much? That good?
Yeah. Just a little more.
Smells like oil.
Yeah, that goes right there.
Can I put it in?
No. Pull on that. Like you're trying to start it.
I gotta put it over there.
Okay.
Hard or just?
Yep, like you're trying to start it. Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Good.
Hey,
Now you can screw that in.
I did good. That way?
Nope.
I like the new rack we got.
Yeah. You're,
Thank you.
mm-hmm.
That's an extension.
Now Benny will go get us our gas tank. Just gonna set this on here. I'm gonna tip the engine back. Fish that fuel line through. Put our shut off back on. We got one bolt for the gas tank here. Spin it around. Got two nuts here. $10 millimeters. Get them snugged up. Got our fuel line done. Got our gas tank on. Spark plug done. Benny helped me with the valve cover. Let's just check these. That's it. Our motor's ready to go back in the bike. I'm gonna go ahead and put oil in it now because it's a lot easier to do it now out of the bike than it is in the bike, and I'll just know it's done. That should be about it. About 16 ounces. A little more. And we're ready to put that on the bike. All right, so here we are on the clutch side. We're just going to start with the same spacers as we needed before. That backing plate of that clutch on there. And we'll just check the alignment again. Be happy with that. I'm going to snug up the motor. That still looks pretty good. Get this put on there. I did clean and re-lube the inside of the clutch. Loctite this bolt again. I don't know where my blue went, so we're just going to use a little bit of red. Motor's tightened down, the clutch is back on. We'll get our slide back in the carburetor here. Then back on this side, we're going to get our clutch cover taken care of. That's one solid mount on the bottom. And then we kind of just figure out the rest. So we got the bottom one and the front one. Now I got to figure out a bracket for the back one. So let me take care of that and I'll be right back. So I got a bracket made up for back here. I didn't record it because I don't know. I just didn't. But got a bracket made back here. Support that. It's bolted underneath and in the front. So this is done. Now the last thing we got to do is the kill switch. So I'm not really going to go into too much detail. This is the plug from our kill switch on the handlebars. Just going to cut these off even. Strip them back a little bit. Twist them. And on our kill switch over here, let's get this panel off. Pull that out. You can work on it a little easier. On our kill switch, green is ground, and that's our solid black will be our ground. I got the kill switch off the motor here. Just gonna cannibalize it. I need this ring here. Same thing, I'm just gonna strip it back a little bit. Twist it. Put some heat shrink over it, because I'll forget. I'm not going for hot crimps today, just easy squeezers. Like so. Get our heat shrink around it. And I shrunk it. And that's our ground. Now for the one going up to the motor here, I need a male connector, which I can get right here. Off the same piece. There's my male connector. It'll plug right into this one here. Same thing as the other one. Just strip this back. Twist it up. So just like the other one, we'll put the connector on and we'll just smash it in there like that. I'm going to stick my piece of heat shrink over that now, and then my white and black will go to that one, and that's the wire that'll go up to the coil behind the fan shroud. And I'm going to crimp it together right there. Center my heat shrink up over the connector, and we're good. And the last thing I'm going to do, just because I think it makes it look really nice, so I'm going to electrical tape these wires together. Just kind of makes it look finished, you know? Now we put it back through the frame the way we want it to go, like this. Through here, actually, like that. Plug this one in. And I like to put them behind the fan shroud right here for the ground. And there we go. This panel back on. We're ready for our first start. I'm going to open up the fuel, and we'll bring out the jack stands. Now we'll see what happens. So there it is, fired right up. I'm just going to heat cycle her a couple times. Try not to leave it idle in one spot for too long. So that's going to do it for this episode of Nicsminibikes. We got that motor finished up and put back in the bike. I'll have a ride video coming in the next couple weeks. I got one more video coming out before the ride video. If you haven't yet, hit that link down in the description. Go check out our merchandise. We got hats, shirts, hoodies, all kinds of cool stuff. So if you like the build and you want to see how this motor runs, hit that subscribe button down in the bottom. It's free for you and it helps us out. And that way you don't miss seeing how this motor runs. It runs pretty good. But for this one, that's going to do it. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.